Something about these Chinese smartphone brands makes no sense. You might think they produce phones you've never bought and probably never will, but the truth is, this one company quietly dominates huge parts of the smartphone market through multiple brands. Xiaomi sells phones under names like Redmi, POCO, Black Shark, and Xiaomi itself. They look like different competitors on the shelf, and the strange part is, many of these phones aren't actually that different. Here's the story. When Xiaomi entered the smartphone market, its strategy was to sell powerful phones at much lower prices than traditional brands. This helped the company grow rapidly, especially in markets where buyers wanted strong specs without paying high prices. As the company expanded, it faced a branding problem. The smartphone market is divided into segments such as budget, mid-range, performance, and premium devices. Using one brand to cover all of these categories can weaken brand identity. To solve this, Xiaomi adopted a good strategy. Instead of putting every phone under one name, the company began separating its lineup into multiple brands that target different types of buyers. That is where Redmi comes in. Redmi started as a series within Xiaomi, but eventually became its own brand focused primarily on affordable devices. The goal was simple: dominate the budget and mid-range market without affecting Xiaomi's more premium image. Later, another brand appeared from Xiaomi, POCO, marketed as a performance-driven brand that delivers flagship-level power at aggressive prices. The brand quickly gained attention when its early phones delivered extremely strong specifications compared to their price. At first glance, this strategy makes perfect sense. One brand targets budget buyers, another focuses on performance, and the main Xiaomi brand moves toward premium devices. Three brands, three different audiences. But as the smartphone market evolved, some people began noticing something strange. Despite the different branding and marketing messages, many of these devices looked suspiciously similar once you examined the hardware, software, and internal components. Phones from different brands sometimes shared the same processors, the same displays, the same batteries, and even the same operating system built by Xiaomi itself. A good example appears when you compare the POCO X6 Pro and the Redmi K70e. These phones are marketed under completely different brands and are presented as separate options in the market. However, once you examine the specifications, the similarities become clear. Both devices run the MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra. Both feature a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and 1.5K resolution. On the software side, both operate on the same platform, HyperOS, developed by Xiaomi itself. This pattern appears again in another pair of devices, the POCO F5 and the Redmi Note 12 Turbo. At this point, it stops looking like coincidence. Instead, it reveals a strategy. Instead of designing completely new phones for every brand, the same hardware platform can be reused and released under different identities, saving costs and speeding up production for the company, while diminishing the innovation and new upgrades expected from the fans, especially in the mid-range zone. This was about Xiaomi. If you found the video useful, don't forget hitting the like button and follow for more tech breakdowns.